The Byzantine-Sassanian Wars were a series of conflicts fought between the Eastern Roman Empire and the Sassanian Empire from 502 to 628 AD. These wars were marked by intense battles, shifting alliances, and significant cultural exchanges. The conflict began with the Byzantine Emperor Anastasius I and the Sassanian king Khosrow I, setting the stage for a prolonged struggle. This struggle would shape the future of both empires, altering the course of history with each battle fought. The legacy they left behind was one of exhausted empires and a power vacuum that would change the course of history, paving the way for new powers to rise. This wasn't just a clash of swords and shields, it was a clash of civilizations, each with its own rich culture and heritage. At stake were the riches of the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected the East and West, bringing wealth and prosperity. The control of vital trade routes was crucial, as it meant dominance over the flow of goods and resources, and the dominion over the fertile lands of the Levant, a region known for its agricultural bounty and strategic importance. But beyond the material, it was a conflict fueled by the fire of faith, a struggle that transcended mere territorial gains. It was a struggle between Christianity in the West and Zoroastrianism in the East, each side fervently believing in the righteousness of their cause. The Byzantine Empire, heir to the Roman legacy, stood as a bastion of Christianity, its capital Constantinople a shining beacon of civilization. This city, with its magnificent churches and bustling markets, was a hub of culture and faith, drawing people from all corners of the known world. The Hagia Sophia, with its massive dome, symbolized the empire's religious devotion and architectural prowess. Across the Mesopotamian plains, the Sassanian Empire, heirs to the Persian legacy, guarded the Zoroastrian faith. Their temples, adorned with sacred fires, stood as testaments to their spiritual heritage. The Sassanians were not just warriors but also patrons of art and science, fostering a rich cultural environment. Between them lay a land steeped in history and vital to the survival of both empires. This contested region, often a battleground, was more than just a strategic prize. It was a cultural crossroads where ideas and traditions intermingled. Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers, held the key to prosperity. Its rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates, were lifelines that supported thriving communities and bustling trade routes. The region's rich soil made it an agricultural haven. Its fertile plains, nourished by the Tigris and Euphrates, promised agricultural abundance. Farmers toiled in these fields, producing bountiful harvests that fed entire populations and fueled economic growth. Whoever controlled this breadbasket controlled the flow of grain and, with it, wealth and power. Granaries overflowed with produce, and trade caravans carried these goods far and wide, linking distant markets and cultures. Religious tensions simmered beneath the surface. Leaders from both empires engaged in heated debates, each side wary of the other's intentions and religious practices. The Byzantines, champions of Christianity, viewed the Zoroastrian Persians with suspicion. Their religious ceremonies, filled with chants and rituals, reinforced their commitment to their faith and their distrust of the Sassanians. The Sassanians, for their part, saw the Byzantines as a threat to their ancient faith and their control over the strategically vital Levant. Their priests, guardians of the sacred fires, remained ever vigilant, wary of any encroachment on their religious and territorial sovereignty. The flames of war were fanned in 502 AD, a time of great turmoil and shifting powers. Khosrow I, the ambitious Sassanian Shahanshah, sought to strengthen his position through strategic alliances and calculated betrayals. His reign saw the initial conflicts with the Byzantines, setting the stage for a prolonged and brutal war. Khosrow's strategies were bold and his resolve unshakable. His armies, driven by a hunger for conquest, moved with a purpose. They captured the strategically vital city of Theodosiopolis, a jewel in the crown of their campaign. The Byzantines, caught off guard by the ferocity of the Sassanid assault, struggled to contain the onslaught. The early battles set the tone for the prolonged conflict, with the war spreading across the eastern borders of the Byzantine Empire. Cities burned, fields lay fallow, and the echoes of war drums reached the very steps of Constantinople. This was no mere border skirmish. This was a fight for survival. The stakes had never been higher, and the outcome would shape the future of both empires. The final phase of the wars saw the rise of two iconic rulers, Emperor Heraclius of Byzantium and Khosrow II of the Sassanian Empire. Heraclius, crowned in 610 AD, inherited an empire on the brink of collapse, its armies shattered, its treasury depleted. Khosrow II, a ruler of boundless ambition, saw an opportunity to deliver a death blow to his weakened rival. Khosrow's armies, bolstered by alliances and propelled by their emperor's ambition, unleashed a reign of terror upon the Byzantines. They conquered Jerusalem, seizing the true cross, the holiest relic of Christendom. They marched on Antioch, the heart of the Byzantine East, and extinguished its flame. Heraclius, facing the spectre of total defeat, prepared for a desperate gamble. His campaigns were marked by bold strategies and significant victories, bringing the wars to a climactic close and leaving a lasting impact on both empires. Subscribe Emgotvhistory.